Alright. Well, you owe me one, and not for saving your skin for the 10th time.
9th time. That business on Cato Neimoidia doesn't count. I'll see you at the briefing.
We would be honored if you would join us.
Hey guys, so do you remember that scene in episode 3 just after the crash landing of General Grievous' ship on Coruscant, where Anakin and Obi-Wan are just about to part ways, as he says?
That business on Cato Neimoidia doesn't count.
So what was that business on Cato Neimoidia? Well, the answer isn't canon, however, it's from the book Labyrinth of Evil, which came out around the time of Revenge of the Sith. I'm gonna summarize it in my own words before I read the passage. Basically, Obi-Wan and Anakin are on Cato Neimoidia, and Obi-Wan loses his breathing device, called a rebreather. He's slashing through a room filled to the brim with battle droids until a sleep-inducing gas starts to fill his lungs, where he becomes drunk and staggers around the droids until he passes out just in time for Anakin to show up and deliver the apparatus to his master, saving him and ending the droids. Here's the scene from the book. On the fly, he uses the Force to call the things to his left hand and realize that it was Obi-Wan's rebreather, which must have fallen from its utility pouch during the brief exchange with the unseen battle droids. While all this was occurring, something else was afoot. Strands of some gauzy white substance were beginning to drift from the hold shipping container. Obi-Wan realized instantly what the substance was. Taking one hand from the hilt of his lightsaber, he began to fumble for the rebreather pouched on his belt, only to find it empty. "Star's End," he cursed, more in disappointment than anger, already beginning to feel woozy. Anakin had his rebreather in his mouth as he approached the room in which Obi-Wan had held his own against better than 50 droids, all of which lay scattered about the room. A weaving, shuffling, staggering Obi-Wan was dealing with the last of them when Anakin entered. When the final droid collapsed, Obi-Wan aimed the blade of his lightsaber casually toward the floor and stood swaying in place, breathing hard but almost grinning. "Anakin," he said happily. "How are you?" When Anakin went to him, Obi-Wan promptly collapsed in his arms. Deactivating Obi-Wan's blade, Anakin inserted a rebreather into his mouth, the same one that had ended up on the floor of the grotto. I wish we could see these little adventures that we never got to actually see in the films and had them made into a live-action movie. I think that would have been really cool. Who knows what Disney will do down the road? Maybe they'll make an Anakin and Obi-Wan TV show or a small web series of some kind. Either way, I'm sure the next guaranteed 15 years of Star Wars that Disney has signed and announced will be pretty interesting and fun for all of us. If Anakin hadn't seen his master's rebreather, then who knows where Obi-Wan could be right now. Hopefully, not part of the Force just yet. So just like they're making another set of Darth Vader comics now, I'd like for them to make more Anakin and Obi-Wan comics. More than what we've already seen, that is. If you agree, hit like or comment below. Who knows, maybe Disney actually watches these Star Wars channels. I think this could bring a lot of fans from the old and new trilogies together to explain more of the untold stories that went on from the old books. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Thanks for watching, everyone, and I hope you have a great day wherever you are in the galaxy. Until the next episode of Star Wars Theory, remember, my fellow Jedi and Sith friends,
The Force will be with you. Always.
Fulfill your destiny.